That's all going to end up, especially with the state flattening or actually coming down a little bit on the amount they're giving to schools, because the state was picking up 2/3 of the cost. We all pay it, and we're all taxpayers, but it helps with our property taxes. I think you're going to be pressured to raise property taxes even more. Or cut programs, get rid of bodies. I mean, they always have the choices of take less for every individual or eliminate some bodies, which are very hard.
The reason I asked is when Todd Berry spoke to us, he talked about the fact there were going to be ability to pay and the need for money in other areas of the school system would not be defenses when you go before the arbitrator.
That very well could be in there. And already the arbitration, the way it is today, is tipped against the school district for the unions. I mean, so they'll just make it the other worse. Worse for the taxpayer. Better for the union person.
Yeah. Lehman, when he was interviewed by John Lehman, when he was interviewed by the Journal Times, talked about there were a number of hot button issues in the budget. He said that would never be able to be passed individually before the legislature, and I assume the QEO is one of them. And
yeah, the QEO is one of them. There's on the second page of the handout, and again, I apologize for being a little fuzzy. My ink just ran out on this stuff. But the non-fiscal items in this, the car insurance premiums are going to increase. But the property, it's kind of vague on that, but removing property tax control measures, or the QEO, taking back the QEO and limits on schools and local spending. But there are a lot of non-fiscal, we complain about it all the time, but they are somewhat of a fact of life, and a big part of the reason they're in there is they won't pass on their own. They throw it all into one big bill and away it goes, and that is how it works here in Wisconsin, and it's worse in Washington.